Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Bradenton Area Convention Center. I'm Scott Jamieson. We will have an elimination game for you here today. There's actually two elimination games going on as we speak. Mike Rideout is covering the game on court number 2. That's Hillsborough Community College against Santa Fe College. Over here on court number 1, we have a good one. This is Polk State College and the College of Central Florida. Two teams that were pegged coming into this tournament to advance to the national tournament. Right now, only one of them will advance on and have a shot at that. The winners of these two matches will meet again later today with a spot at the national tournament on the line, but they've got to win this one first. And I don't think a lot of people expected to see this matchup right now. These are two of the best teams in the country. And right now they are playing to try to stay alive. Both of these coaches are going to pull out all the stops in this one. You can guarantee that. Coach Herman De Valle and Coach Angel Gonzalez. They're both two of the best in the business. And they are wanting to win this one, obviously. This is a big rivalry. These two teams play quite a bit, and they usually play with something on the line. Two teams that have had a lot of success. And we are now underway. Outside, Hussein with the first point of the match for the College of Central Florida. So they are on the board. Well, you don't have to win the first set to win, obviously. It's best out of 5, but it will go a long ways. That serve into the net, now 1-1. You'd like to try to grab that momentum. As we've said before, volleyball, a game that the momentum shifts happen quite a bit in this game, and they can get you beat sometimes. Serving for Polk State is number 26, Manuela Vargas. She's from Medellin, Colombia. There's a big-time block for the Eagles, and they'll grab a 2-1 lead. They'll keep that one alive. Outside now, down the line, over the head of number 8, Julia Cardozo, and a kill for Polk State now, 3-1. So these two teams, Central Florida actually was beaten in the first round. Serve reception error on Norelis Pitonjas, and 4-1, Norelis, I should say. Excuse me. Now serving Manuela Vargas, still back there behind the service line for Polk State College. She got an ace right there. So Central Florida was defeated in the first round by Santa Fe College in a 5-set thriller. The fifth set went 15-13. It was an unbelievable match. Santa Fe took the first 2 sets. Central Florida bounced right back to take 2. And then Santa Fe was able to outlast the Patriots. That's through the block and a kill for Carolyn Santa. Well, that was a big point. You don't want to let Polk State pull away too early. You want to stay right in there, and that was a big answer from Santa on the outside to make it a 4-2 first set. Polk won their first match against Florida State College at Jacksonville, but was then defeated by the defending national champions, Miami-Dade, who's now 28-0. So there's not really much shame in losing to them. That attack wide. So that's where we are. There are 6 teams left. Miami-Dade and St. Petersburg College have already punched their tickets to the national tournament. They will play in the winner's bracket final today at 3 p.m. We'll be down to 1 court at that point for the remainder of the tournament. That one mishandled and 5-3. Good placement on that one by Polk State into that back corner and not able to get anything on it to try to keep it in play back into the floor, onto the court. And the Eagles will pick up the point and lead 5-3. Elimination game at the FCSAA tournament. One of these teams is going home. The other team will advance to the losers bracket final. The significance of that is the losers bracket final is a quasi-district final for the NJCAA purposes. One of these 4 teams playing now, Santa Fe, Hillsborough, Polk, and Central Florida, will advance to the national tournament. 3 out of 8 teams go. Miami-Dade and St. Pete are in. I was talking to Athletic Director Davey Gill for St. Pete and congratulating him yesterday on his win, and he was fired up and already making plans. So for Hutchinson, Kansas, was on the phone already working on flights, working on hotels and all that kind of stuff. Davey does a tremendous job down there at St. Pete, so congratulations to St. Pete. Also to Athletic Director Anthony Fiorenza at Miami-Dade on their victory. Coach Kiko Benoit, the National Coach of the Year last year, and Coach Scott White at St. Pete, 2 great coaches whose teams earned their way to the tournament. It's a tough one to get through, this state tournament. And if you qualify, you've done something right. Both teams have been very good all year, and they played well when it mattered. St. Pete defeated Santa Fe yesterday in straight sets to get that spot. And now we've got a timeout. Timeout Central Florida. We'll step away momentarily. We'll be back with more from the FCSA tournament right after this. All right, all set, ready to go here again after the Central Florida timeout. Central Florida trailing 7-4. Coach Gonzalez trying to calm his squad down a little bit. That's a block for Polk State. The hands of number 9, Kaylee Gartino, sends that one back. The left hand, in fact. Great vision to stretch that hand out and get a piece of the ball, and actually not even a piece. That was all of it to send it back. Aurora Alderman served. That one's blocked as well that time. Katia Garcia, sophomore from Chihuahua, Mexico. Big key component to that number 3 team last year that finished 3rd at the national tournament. Alderman will serve. 9-4 advantage for Polk State. The winner will play tonight at 6 p.m. against either Hillsborough or Santa Fe. Hillsborough right now with an early 12-5 lead in the first set over Santa Fe, controlling the action. That's down the line and right on the line. A kill for the College of Central Florida. And it's now 9-5. Well, I expect that this match has a very real possibility of going 5 sets. We'll have to see how it plays out and how the teams react to a little adversity. Central Florida seems to have handled it so far. Polk State playing very well right now, but Central Florida still right in it. It's early enough to where they can make some adjustments and get themselves back in. They only trail by 5. The issue becomes Polk State is very good. They're like Miami-Dade in the sense, and so is Central Florida. They don't typically let teams go on long runs and long strings of points. They have stoppers out there that are able to shut down rallies. That was a great serve and an ace for number 15, Nikki Pio from New Zealand. Set outside, up and over, and a kill for the College of Central Florida's Marina Cruz. Scores are very similar. 13-6 advantage for Hillsborough on court 2 and 11-6 advantage for Polk. Outside, left-handed swing and airmailed, no touch. Point for the College of Central Florida. Polk wanted a touch, but that did not look like it even came close to touching a Central Florida player, at least from my vantage point. Usually you can see it change directions or hear something. That served long. The help from the bench, letting her know that one was not going to land in. That's in, right on the line. Official very sure about that one. He's saying yes indeed, and the up official shaking his head yes as well. Well, you know, it's of course if you're the team that the call goes against, you're going to be frustrated a little bit. That goes without saying, especially when things aren't going your way. I think you can use it a little bit, though, as some motivation over there in the huddle right now. I think Coach Angel Gonzalez is probably letting the players say, listen, let's not leave this up to the officials. Let's not let the close calls be the thing that gets us. Let's play, let's make plays on the ball, and let's let us dictate the outcome. If we get beat because the other team was better, we can leave here with our heads held pretty high. If we get beat because we're trying to let the officials make calls for us, you're probably going to be a little bit frustrated when you leave. So I think Coach Angel Gonzalez can use that to his advantage and to his team's advantage. And again, they're still in this first set. It's only a 6-point advantage. Polk only has 13. If you're sitting over there in the Polk huddle right now, Coach DeValle is saying, listen, keep this pressure on. Let's keep serving the way we're serving. Let's keep attacking them. Let's keep going after them. And let's make some plays and try to pull away. And that's what they're going to have to do because Central Florida can score in bunches. Now back there behind the service line for Polk, got Tia Garcia. Garcia with that big jump serve, and that is a wicked serve. Kept alive and over, great play by Veronica Brod-Farias. She put herself in harm's way going over there by the bench. And they didn't come away with the point, but you got to like the hustle. And on the other side, there was a tremendous dig by Polk State to keep it alive. So both teams right now know how important every point is in this match. Tell you what, Garcia's serve is wicked. That is tough to handle. Set outside, big swing off the hands and a kill for Marina Cruz. Serving for the College of Central Florida, Julia Cardoso. Off the hands and a kill, and she had to adjust in the air. That was Chiara Bossetti with the kill. The mid-air body and arm adjustment to lean back into that one and still get all of the ball. Very nice play by Bassetti. Cross dug out by the libero, Diana Carranza. But a point for the College of Central Florida. This is where they need to start to make a move. Marina Cruz serving. They need to pick up some points right here, make this a 2 or 3 point game before they turn the serve over if they can. That went in on the line for an ace, and that's a good start for the College of Central Florida. That's what they wanted. And I'll tell you what, that was going to be a tough play for Garcia back there regardless to try to handle that one because she's playing up. She's still playing up, so I'm wondering if they don't try to go back over her head again. It's a tough, risky serve. But the way they're playing, it may be... Oh, they're going to go right at number 14, Chiara Bassetti. Not able to keep it alive. Polk State will get the point. Well, that's what Polk does. As I said earlier, they don't usually let teams run off a lot of points in a row. They have the ability to stop rallies. And that's why it's tough if you fall behind to a team like Polk to get back into it. If there's teams here that can do it, Central Florida's one of them. They have the firepower, and there it is right there. There's Santa on the edge with the kill, 16-11. Serving now for the College of Central Florida will be Veronica Brofarias. That serve will be well long. Well, service errors are killers, and it will stop a rally in its tracks. Hillsborough is cruising in the first set against Santa Fe, up 23-11. Good play. Great, smart play by Norelis Pantones to keep that one alive. That's a kill down the line. And now serving, Chiara Bassetti from Italy. Albazati, Italy. She serves with Polk up 18-11. Outside to Santa, across court, and down for the kill. Santa has had a great first set. Overpass, sent back down. Now 19-12. Serving will be Aurora Alderman for the Eagles. A net violation. Well, that was another overpass, and the setter got caught up in the net, so another point for Polk. Well, nothing going the way of Central Florida right now. They're going to have to probably put this set in the rearview mirror and focus on set number 2. Remember, you don't win with one set, and that's how they're going to have to approach it. Polk State will look to try to build on this. Say, listen, let's keep it up. We played really well. Let's do this for a couple more sets. So it's going to be 2 different mindsets in that huddle if Central Florida's not able to come back. It's a big if. Because they have the ability and the firepower to come back. Big swing, dug out by Inye. Bump set across, good set. Katia Garcia right there for it. Set in the middle, 10-foot line attack. Kept alive by Central Florida. Really nice defense. Now Katia Garcia, cross court, another tremendous dig. this time by Pintonhas. Outside now to Katia Garcia again. Up and over, and another dig for the College of Central Florida. Santa off the hands and a kill. So that hard work and hustle results in a point for the Patriots. Both teams played really good defense on that point. Neither team wanted to give it up. (20-14) the score. That one wide. 20-15. Well, Patriots said we're not done yet. Santa with the serve. That's right on the line. Right from here, it looked like it may have enough cut to get out of bounds as well. But that's one that you've got to be straddling that line and play it if it comes to you. And we'll get a timeout for Coach DeValle. Central Florida on the move, trail by just 4. We'll be back with more from set number 1 at the FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament right after this. Polk State with a point out of the timeout, and now 21-16, they will serve. Nikki Pio outside and long. It was a close call on that one. Wasn't sure. Both the officials agreed. Now 22-16, so the timeout seems to so far have worked for Coach DeValle. Outside and a big-time blast and a kill for Tainan Paiva. Into the middle, quick set and a kill for Polk State. I mean, 23-18. Central Florida serving. Julia Cardoso, good serve. Central Florida now with the opportunity. Inye just had to send it over, didn't get a good look. On the outside, now an opportunity again for Central Florida. Good set on the outside. Big swing and no touch. Long, 24-18, set point for the Eagles. Set point for the Eagles. Blocked and down. That will do it for set number 1. Polk State takes it. We'll go to the second set. The teams will switch sides. And we'll be back with more from the FCSA State NJCAA District Tournament. Just about ready for set number 2 here live at the FCSA State NJCAA District Tournament. I'm Scott Jamieson, bringing you the action here today. Mike Rideout over on court number 2. Tyler Allen doing just about everything else, like always. Have 2 more matches for you today at 3 o'clock. The winner's bracket final will pit Miami-Dade and St. Petersburg College against each other right here on court number 1. Again, that will be at 3 o'clock. Those 2 teams have already qualified for the national tournament. However, we're still going to keep playing to see who wins a state championship, who gets the rings, the trophy, who gets the bragging rights. After this match, we'll be down to 4 teams. After both of these matches, I should say. Santa Fe and Hillsboro playing on court number 1. They're in a tight second set, 7-7. Hillsboro won the first set and lead 1-0. Over here, Polk State with the 1-0 advantage. The two teams that win these matches will play at 6. There will be a lot on the line in that one, as the winner will claim the third and final spot at the national tournament. Polk State on the board first. Here in the second set, and now serving will be Manuela Vargas. Bump set. Central Florida right there. Now a set on the outside for Inye, off the hands and a kill. 1-1. I think it's imperative that Central Florida gets off to a good start in this set. They fell behind early in the first set, and they were never able to regain traction enough to come back. And Polk just sort of slowly pulled away. Two to 1 now, advantage to the Patriots. Good serve, now bump set, outside, off the hands, back on Polk State's side. Bump set again outside, off the antenna, and a point for the College of Central Florida. Well, if the ball hits the antenna, it is out or goes over top or on the other side of the antenna. That is going to be called out every time. Three to 2, Polk serving. Back behind the line is Tiara Bossetti. Good serve. Polk has served really well today. That's through the blocks and for a point. Polk really, no service errors, and they've been putting it in positions where the Central Florida has to react more, and it's taking them out of what they want to do, and that was a big part of that first set victory. Kill for Polk State, now 4-3. Up and over, Polk to the outside, cross court, wide. 5-3. Inye will serve. There's another ball on the court. They'll have to kick that one off. There we go. Now we're ready. Set in the middle. Katia Garcia finds the crease. Serving for Polk State, Nikki Pio, the lefty. Outside. Cross court, that one was in. Kill for the College of Central Florida. Give that one to Tainan Paiva. Good court vision, and she kept that one. The entire ball landed in. It's a good shot. Didn't leave that one up to the official. Off the hands and down, kill for Polk State's Dominika Nimkova. Katia Garcia will serve. Garcia spins it off the net and an ace. Well, not much that Pantojas could do with that one. Completely changed directions, and now the score is 6-6 and a timeout called by the College of Central Florida. We'll be back with more from the FCSA State NJCAA District Tournament. Katia Garcia to serve for the Eagles. 6-6 here in the second set. Wicked serve. I know I've said that a few times, but that's the only way I can think to describe the kind of cut that she has on the ball and the topspin that she puts on. It's like a hard slider in baseball. When she hit her spot right there, that was right on the line. Line judge all over that. Hillsborough with a 16-13 lead in the second set. They already lead the match 1-0. Over here, 7-6. Garcia to serve. She'll spin it up there. Good serve reception. And College of Central Florida with the point. Well, you can see the difference in the result when you're able to get a good serve reception. And that's easier said than done on somebody like Katia Garcia, who puts so much spin on the ball and so much movement. That's a great dig over on the College of Central Florida side. That was Huang, I believe. I'm trying to see the number. Excuse me, that was Cardoso. We're not as close here, and sometimes those numbers blend together a little bit. I'm getting old. That was Alderman with the serve, and she'll dig it outside now. Off the hands, and a kill for Polk State. No, they're going to call an illegal contact. Illegal contact called, so a point for the College of Central Florida. I thought I heard a whistle blow. I wasn't sure which court the whistle was on, but it was right here. The up officials' backs are right to each other, so the whistles are close, so it's sometimes tough to tell because of where we're at, which court the whistle came from. Central Florida with a chance to score. Dug out, kept alive by Polk. They'll have to send a free ball over. Central Florida now with the opportunity. Set across, and net violation called on Central Florida. Now 9-8. Polk. Now they'll get the substitution. Number 26, Manuela Vargas, and 16, Veronica Nimkova will check in. Vargas will serve. Polk State ahead 9-8. That attack was short. Now 10-8, Polk. Central Florida has to be careful here. Don't want to let Polk start to pull away. I want to try to break the serve and get it back. Only trailing by 1 would be the ideal situation right here for the Patriots. Vargas to serve. Good pass, good set in the middle. Great dig by Garcia. Now to the outside, up and over, and a kill for Chiara Bossetti. Polk State now 4-point lead and a timeout for the College of Central Florida. We'll be back. Manuela Vargas to serve for Polk out of the timeout. 12-8 lead for the Eagles. Vargas had a lot of knuckle to it. Right down the line and in on the line, killed for Farias. Big point for Central Florida. That's what they needed out of the timeout. Pick up a point and you break the serve. Now you have Cruz back there behind the line. Joust at the net. Central Florida able to get it over. Good play by Santa. Off the hand, Central Florida again with the dig. They'll just have to send a free ball over. Polk in the middle. Central Florida right there. Bump set outside to Inye. Off the hands. There's Garcia. Now back set. That is a blast from number 14, Bossetti. Good one going on court number 2, 21-20. Hillsborough leading Santa Fe in the second set. Now 22-20. You can watch both the games at the same time if you'd like. Mike Rideout calling that one. There's an ace for Bossetti. Now 14-9. Serving for the College of Central Florida, who trail 14-10. That was Farias, and in on the back line. Nicely done by Polk State. Take it back to a 5-point lead. Carranza serving. Set outside Inye. She has not been able to find it today. Polk State has just done a good job defending her. She's a dangerous player. Been still some time. There's another point for Polk, 17-10. The libero will serve. Carranza still back there. The 23-23 over on court number 2. Santa Fe has fought back. Hillsboro with the 1-0 lead, trying to make it 2. They'd love to have a 2-0 lead. Santa Fe like to get it back even. Great dig by Pantojas over there on the Central Florida side. Now to Katia Garcia off the hands. That's going to be a point for the College of Central Florida. And 17-12. Busegne served, blocked. And they'll get a net violation on the College of Central Florida, so a point for Polk State. And they'll take back over the serve. We'll get some substitutions. Nikki Pio and Dominika Nimkova. (18-12), Polk State leads. And an ace. Their serving game has been on fire today. That time was Nikki Pio, but it hasn't really mattered who's been back there. They've been accurate, and they've also been aggressive. That serve is also an ace. There's another one just to sort of sum up the way they've been serving today. They've been finding the back line. They've been finding the sidelines. They've been finding the open spots. And even when they haven't had an ace, they've been able to take Central Florida out of system. And that's been a big deal. Kristen Shim will check in, try to breathe some new life into the Patriots team. Right now, Polk's just playing at a very high level. And sometimes you just have to give the other team credit for what they're doing. Big time shot on the outside. And a kill for Paiva. Nice play by Tainan Paiva, the sophomore. Paiva out of Brazil. Serving Santa. Good dig, and now an opportunity for Central Florida. The pass not on the mark, the set, I should say. Well, Central Florida just a little bit out of rhythm right now. The good news is it takes 3 sets to win, so it's not over. They're still very much in this match. They proved that yesterday against Santa Fe when they trailed 2-0 and came back and forced it to a 5th set. And they were in it right at the end and had the opportunity to win it, actually. So they're not done yet. Now, Santa Fe just took set number 2 against Hillsboro, so we'll go to the 3rd set over there on court 2 with it tied up 1-1. Set in the middle, off the hands. Polk State will reset. Back outside. Great dig. Santa finds the floor and a kill for College of Central Florida. Nice play. Didn't have to hit that one as much. Put a little finesse on it. Found the area where she could set it down and get the point. Sometimes that's all it takes. Not always about the power. And the good players know that. And a tough break for CF. That one just sailed. Sometimes those knuckle serves have a tendency to do that. Alderman will serve for Polk State. Blocked. Central Florida keeps it alive. Ine. Polk State now in control. Off the hands. Now back to Central Florida. She slips that set over. Great read. We haven't seen that very much in this match. So I think she caught Polk by surprise, which is the intent of that play, and picked a good spot to do it. Nice play. And 22-15. Central Florida needs to get some work done right here. That was Saderick serving. And on the outside, Tiara Bossetti, she has been tough to stop. She had a great match up to this point. Not the tallest outside hitter you're going to see, just 5'8". A great leaping ability, and puts a lot on it. Very strong, and she squares the ball up as well. She doesn't mishit it very often. Vargas to serve for Polk, up 23-15. There's a kill for Central Florida. And everything worked in rhythm for them right there. Farias with the kill, but a good pass, a good set, quick set. So it didn't allow Polk State to get in position to make a block. And they're able to lay that one down with some authority for the point, 23-16. Good pass, good set, and same result on the other side. Well, you can see how good these two teams are. It's the little things sometimes that lead to the big plays. Without that good first pass and without a good set, you don't get that kill right there from Bossetti. So it takes everybody working in rhythm and all parts working at the same time. Good shot by Sansa. She faked me out. Swung her arm one way and just caught enough of it, and that was definitely intentional. Really nice play and great shot by Santa to make it 24-17. Katia Garcia blocked. Now 24-18, Central Florida not done. Serving for the College of Central Florida. Farias. Good pass. Set a little bit off the mark. So now Central Florida has an opportunity. Yay, long no touch called. And Polk State will take the second set, 25-18. Well, Polk has a chance to sweep if they can get the third set. College of Central Florida will try to keep the match alive. We'll be back with more from the FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament right here on the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. getting ready for set number 3. Live here from the Bradenton Area Convention Center. It's been a great tournament thus far. Polk State will serve to start the 3rd set. Will be the libero, Carenza, to Inye, and that's a good way to start if you're Central Florida. When you have one of your leading hitters, she's hitting .255 on the season, came in with 201 kills. Right there with Marina Cruz. That's a block, and it lands in. Right there on the line now, 2-0. Well, a good start, and this is exactly what CF needed to do. Inye will serve again. Good dig by Polk State just to keep that ball in play. Santa is blocked by Annalise Fitzy. Now Manuela Vargas will serve. 2-1 lead, Central Florida. Outside to Santa, off the hands. Polk State keeps it alive. Now a bump set into the middle. Katia Garcia off the hands. Well, it's those hustle plays that create the points. They don't really go into the book. You're not going to see those show up too often, but those are the types of plays that result in points. Both teams have made them today. Polk State has been able to serve very well, and to me, that has been possibly the biggest difference in the game, has been the serving and the ability to take Central Florida out of their system. But also they've made a lot of good defensive plays, and they've stopped Buseigne from getting a lot of big-time hits. And Marina Cruz, there's a block on the outside for the College of Central Florida, and they take a 3-2 lead. Polk has been very disciplined defensively, not overreacting. And now Carolyn Santa to serve for the College of Central Florida. Santa came in with 159 kills. Right down the line, and a kill for Polk. A little bit of finesse up over the blockers. Polk keeps it alive and then through the blockers, and a kill for Veronica Nemkova. Twin sister Dominika Nemkova, also a key component to this team. Off the hands. Right in the middle. CF there for it. Outside. Big time swing and kill. Marina Cruz. And that's why she's #1 on the team in kills. That was some authority. Maybe even a little bit of frustration. Got to get a little frustration out every once in a while. Sometimes it'll help you turn a corner. Off the hands, and a net violation actually called on the College of Central Florida, so that's where the point will come in. Serve from Alderman. Tipped up and over and down for the College of Central Florida, 5-5. Well, this is what the second set looked like early on. Back and forth, and Polk State was able to pull away. Same thing in the first set, although Polk State had the lead early in the first set. Central Florida has to find a way to string some points together. And they've got to make Polk State play from behind. Polk State has not had to play from behind here yet today. That can change the way you play sometimes when you force a team to have to shift some things around, make some changes, make a coach adjust. And right now, Polk State hasn't had to do that. They've just been able to play the same way basically the whole game. They haven't had to play with any pressure or down any significant amount of points. And they lead 6-5 now with Nikki Pio serving. Off the net. One-handed set. And that's where that serve, again, a good serve comes into play. That attack long. But a good serve will really just sometimes completely mess the play up from the start. Because you don't get a good first pass, then your set's off. They'll blow that one dead. The ball came onto the floor from the other court, so they'll have to reserve that one. Well, the individuals that are in between the court to protect from the ball have been doing a great job. Unfortunately, the woman in the middle couldn't be two places at one time. She was trying to get another ball, and that one sort of snuck by her. But they've done a great job keeping the balls from going from court to court. Again, that one, there's nothing she could have done about that one. Maybe if she was LeBron James and was 6'8", had long arms, might have been able to get a piece of it to keep it, but otherwise. So we appreciate all the work that they've done, as well as Matt Ennis, who puts this tournament on, and Kelly Warren. Tom Haggerty is taking photos of every game. There's a kill for Polk State. Tom Haggerty of Polk State is taking photos. If you go to the FCSAA Facebook page, you can see photos from every game. And they're not your average everyday photos. They are really high quality, great photos. He is a pro's pro when it comes to using the camera. Serve reception error, Polk State 8-7. So you got to go check those out. See the kind of work that Tom is doing. I see him down there now, taking some photos. He uploads them quickly, too. He goes into the conference room and puts those things right up online. Serve from Katia Garcia. Off the hands. Well, Polk would love to keep Katia Garcia back there behind the line. She's a dynamic server. And Central Florida would love to rotate her out of there as quickly as possible. Right now she's going to get another swing at it. Garcia waits as they get a wet spot on the floor. Garcia leads the team with 20 service aces coming in. 27 service errors, but that's because of the aggressive nature. And it doesn't, like for instance right there, her serve results in them getting the ball back and an opportunity to attack. And now another free ball. This all started with the serve. Off the hands, kept alive, back on Polk State side. They'll try to shoot that one to the back corner. Not far enough, and Central Florida will get a chance. They'll call illegal contact on Central Florida. Now 10-7. Well, this is what Central Florida did not want to have happen. Katia Garcia has been in the zone serving, and she's still back there. There's 3 aces already in this match. That's going to be an illegal contact as well. So they'll return the favor. And Central Florida, not too much damage done. They only trail by 2, so they didn't let Garcia really pull Polk away. And they've got to feel at least a little bit better than about where that could have gone. And now Yamaris Vajegas will serve. She's out of Ocala, Florida. St. John's Lutheran. Off the hands and a kill for Nemkova. Dominika Nemkova. I have to specify which Nemkova it is. Twin sisters. The next broadcast will be at 3 o'clock between Miami-Dade and St. Pete College. Winners bracket final. Blocked but kept alive nicely by College of Central Florida's Marina Cruz, and then they get the point. So a reactionary play by Cruz ends up being really big. Polk State started to celebrate because that was a big block, but Cruz was perfectly positioned, just like she needed to be. Now Bousse-Inye will serve. And there's an ace. Mishandled by Garcia, and a big point for the Pats. Central Florida trails by 1. A chance to tie it up. And Polk State somehow keeps it alive. Both teams have done that a few times. Just when you think it's going to be a point. Outside and a kill for number 14, Bossetti. She's made plays when the Eagles have needed them. She's just a freshman. Manuela Vargas serving for the Eagles. They lead 12-10 in the third set, 2-0 in the match. Overpass. In the middle, good dig by Inye. Santa over, off the hands to Garcia. Vargas, cut shot down the line, and a kill, 13-10. This is about the point in the second set that Polk started to pull away, and Coach Gonzalez knows that, so he'll call a timeout. Try to settle his players down before Polk scores anything more. Try to break that serve, get the ball back. And we'll be back with more from the FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament momentarily. Vargas serves out of the timeout. 13-10 advantage for Polk. Good dig by Central Florida. Polk has just gotten hands on so many of the attacks from the College of Central Florida, and when they do, it keeps it in play right in the middle of the floor. And that, along with how well they've served, has just been a huge factor in the way that this match has gone. It's the little things that equal out to the score and make the big difference. Off the hand, and a kill for the College of Central Florida. And the thing is, if these teams played 10 times, they'd each probably win about 5. Just happens to be in this game. Right now, Polk seems to have everything working. They're going to fix the antenna. They didn't like it. It's not straight enough. Got to make sure it lines up with the sideline. There we go. Santa will serve for the College of Central Florida. Net violation on Central Florida, and that has been a theme as well the last few sets. It's getting a little too close to the net. Serve long from Bossetti. Well, she hasn't done much wrong here today. Probably due for a mistake. Pintojas will serve for the Patriots, who trail by 3. Still right there, well within striking distance. They need to win the next 3 sets, including this one. Off the hands, good job by Central Florida. Set outside. Long, no touch call. They're looking for the officials to put their hand on top of the flag. Nothing. Been great officiating in this tournament. Thank you to all the officials. It's a thankless job, of course, but we appreciate everything that they do. Scorekeepers as well. I've done some libero tracking, so I know how difficult of a job it can be at times. Kept alive again by Polk. And that creates the opportunity for Bossetti. They're just so tough. They just make little plays, keep the ball alive, and then give themselves opportunities to score, and they have the weapons to do that. Santa Fe has come all the way back to tie it at 23-23 in the third set. Central Florida with the kill. Oh, Santa Fe was, last time I looked over, it was not very close. Santa Fe was getting beat by 5 or 6 points. They've rallied a little bit, and now 23-23 in the third set with a match that's tied 1-1. Well, don't count anybody out in this tournament, and that's why I keep saying do not count out the Patriots. This is not over until Polk State has 25 points in one of these sets, or 15 in the fifth. However, the way it's going, Polk State has not shown that they're going to slip up or give in. They haven't had to play from behind. They haven't had to really make adjustments. Serving, Nikki Pio. That was a great pass by Pintojas, but a block. And that was a tough play to make on that serve. It was a good serve and a really nice pass. Good set, but just good defense by Polk State. Sometimes everything goes right offensively and the defense just makes a play. Timeout, Central Florida. Timeout, Patriots. We'll step away. We'll be back with more on the FCSAA YouTube channel. Bradenton Area Convention Center, live. I'm Scott Jamison. And we are watching Polk State College and the College of Central Florida battle in this elimination game. Polk State in control right now. And Nikki Pio serving. The lefty ready. She sends it over. Mishandled. And now a free ball for Polk State. Not what Central Florida wanted. Down the line, great dig by Saderick. Outside to Garcia, Katia Garcia up and over for the kill, now 20-13. Pio serves. Overpass. Another one. Now Polk will get called for the net violation, 20-14. Well, Hillsborough just pulled out a 27-25 win over Santa Fe in set number 3 and now leads 2-1. So that one will go to the 4th set. We're here in the 3rd set on court 1. Polk State outside to Katia Garcia and in on the back line, 21-14. Another big serve, and that was Garcia. And you can see what happens with those serves. And there's 22-14. That's really been the story of how this match has gone. The aggressive nature of the serves from Polk, but on top of the aggressiveness, the ability to keep them in. There has not been very many service errors, if any, from the Eagles. And they'll wait for a ball, and now we've got one. So Garcia set to serve again. It's another just really defensive, trying to just keep those in from hitting the floor, and they're not able to get any offense off of the serve. It's really a serve, and then Polk State ends up getting the first attack. And that's just not a recipe for success. But again, that just speaks to the way that Polk has been able to play today. They're firing on all cylinders. There's not really much you can say. Central Florida is a really good team. They're doing this against a top team, and they keep serving at the libero, and she cannot get it to stay on her side of the floor of Central Florida's, and that time they're able to squeeze a point out of it, but the damage has been done by Garcia with that serve. Now Central Florida needs to make up a lot of ground, and they need to make it up in a hurry. Set outside to Bassetti, blocked. Point Central Florida. Patriots with back-to-back points. That serve is long. Match point. Libero serves, and that's a fitting way if you're Polk State to end it. The serve has been so deadly for the Eagles, and that will be the final point on a serve that results in an overpass, serve reception error, and Polk State is victorious, 3-0 over the College of Central Florida. They'll move on to their match tonight at 6 p.m. when they'll battle either Hillsborough or Santa Fe. Santa Fe and Hillsborough playing right now. You can flip that over to court number 2 on YouTube if you want to watch that one. Hillsborough leads 2-1. They won the 3rd set 27-25. It's been a really good match so far. So it'd probably be worth tuning in for if you're a fan of volleyball. Again, our final here in this elimination game. Central Florida will see their season come to an end. They have nothing to hang their heads about. They've had a great year under first-year head coach Angel Gonzalez. That program is trending up. There's no question about it. He's a great coach, great recruiter. There's a bright future for the College of Central Florida. It's not the way they wanted their season to end this year, of course, but they ran up against a Polk State team that was just playing really, really well today. Congratulations to Polk State. They'll move on. They'll play at 6 o'clock. Miami-Dade and St. Pete College up next at 3 right here on court number 1 at 3 p.m. We'll see you then.